Hello and welcome to my awesome health journey. Today I am from the future as I decided just not to take off my glasses, but man, these do not have anti-glare. You can see me within them. Look at me. I'm double. And there's my ring light. Look at that lighting. That look good. Today I want to talk about the dichotomy of intuitive eating while dieting, because that's what I'm trying to do. I recognize that now, and as I listen to a lot of podcasts that talk about intuitive eating, one thing they talk about is how intuitive eating isn't dieting, and you can't diet while intuitive eating because it's counterintuitive. It's just counter to the whole intuitive eating movement. And I just have to recognize the fact that I guess I'm not intuitive eating. I guess I'm trying to intuitive diet. But that is what I am doing. I'm trying to use the principles of intuitive eating to make sure I do so in a way that isn't damaging or less damaging to my body. Because I know one thing that is terrible for your body is yo-yo dieting. So any weight loss that I have in the next year or so, which is one of the things I'm doing to try to make it mentally, because one thing I know, especially if I continue to increase my dosage of Ozempic, that weight loss can happen extremely quickly, and some of that could be to the fact that stop eating food, and that's not something I want to do. In fact, last night I had a decently big lunch. I just got Wingstop, love Wingstop, and then at dinner I ate something to make sure that I was eating something because I didn't want to fast. I wasn't wanting to try to get into intermittent fasting or not eat, even though I wasn't the hungriest, and I probably could have went, which is one of the big differences of Ozempic for me at this point. As at first I thought it was working super well and I wasn't getting hungry and stuff like that, but I think that was more the metformin and switching doses from like getting up to 2,000 and getting down to 500 and then getting it back up to 1,000, which is great because my blood sugars are under 100. But yeah, I think that was more along the lines of what was making me nauseous, because that's one of the side effects of metformin. But Ozempic wasn't really doing that much to me, other than like if I ate too much or if I ate oily things from Ozempic, that started making me feel nauseous, which is probably for the best. I probably shouldn't be eating too many oily things anyway. So basically what I'm saying, though, is just this recognition that I'm not fully doing this process. But at the same time, I don't want to be dogmatic, because, like, my weight loss isn't because I feel, well, partly it is because I don't feel good in my body, but it's because this is just too much fat to hold on my body. I just don't want it. And I understand fat activism, and I understand the idea of health at any size. But at the same time, I like to fit in chairs. I want to go to concerts and fit in a chair. I would love to be able to go somewhere and not worry whether or not I'll fit in a chair. That would be a dream. I think I only really need to be 350 to do that, especially with my muscle mass. Raw. Craw. Look at those shoulders. Look at them. Yeah, massive. Just massive. Anyway, but yeah, so just working on that. And that's one thing that's really helped with therapy and the nutritionist and them understanding. I mean, my nutritionist talks about how like I'm just the perfect candidate for Ozempic because of my blood sugars and diabetes and the fact that I do weigh so much. And that like it's not something they encourage, especially since, we always try to go for, like, we as a human race, including myself, I mean, that's pretty much been all my diets, looking for this quick, easy fix, this one bullet, intermittent fasting, getting rid of carbs, lemonade, spinach soup, or the cabbage soup, or when I did Purium, try to find that like thing that's going to finally fix it and do it in the easiest and quickest way possible. So that's actually one of the reasons why I really want to try to have a slow down mindset, because I don't want my hair to fall out, for one, even more than it is. In fact, it's doing pretty good, to be honest. I haven't really gotten that much. I mean, yeah, I'm thinner, but I thought like when I shaved my head in 2018, I believe, I thought it was going to be practically gone by now. But nope, it's still there. In fact, I think it's actually a little thicker than when my hair was super long. Or maybe it's because it's just more uniformly grown, because some hairs just fall out when your hair is long. But anyway, yeah, I don't want like my teeth to go bad because I really want to make sure I get enough nutrition is important to me. And so that's one reason why I'm like, and it's hard because like a lot of the things are triggering, especially with even monthly weigh-ins and working on not being disappointed when they don't go my way or not getting too happy when they do go my way. Like for instance, if I I'm weighing in again next week. If I weigh again next week and I'm down 15 pounds from last time or something like that, which would be fun because I'd be at my pre-intuitive eating weight, but not going, hooray, this is amazing, and like really focus on that. But, still focus on my feel, still focus on my blood work, and still being focused on my health, I think is the most important part. And yeah, so it's a lot of it's like living a contradiction, it feels like. Because, like, I'm working on a process with a nutritionist and a therapist that is anti-dieting. But at the same time, I have to recognize the fact that I am dieting. But I have to do it in a way that is sustainable. Something I can do. And the fact that, like, it's a drug-induced diet as well. Because it is affecting my hunger. Not as much as I thought it was going to at this point, or it was, but it does change the feel in at least a year from now, probably. At least when I'm off Ozempic, hopefully. I have to be able to continue the eating pattern that I build on the time so that, like, things continue and I don't go back up and cause more damage to my body, because yo-yoing is the worst thing to do. So basically, yeah, that's what I just wanted to talk about, get off my mind, and recognize the fact that my microphone is turned on this time. The last time I was using my microphone, my webcam, and I was listening to it back, and I was like, why is it so bad? And sometimes my computer just switches on me. What the hell? I mean, why would I have this cool big mic if I'm not using it, right? Anyway, like and subscribe.